Developing now, 4 people fatally stabbed on the Key Peninsula before a sheriff's deputy shoots and kills the suspect. Just before 9 this morning, deputies were called to a home on 87th Avenue Court Northwest for reports of a man violating a protection order. Witnesses reported seeing a man stabbing people outside the home. That man was killed by a sheriff's deputy who arrived at the scene. We have team coverage tracking this developing story. KOMO's Jeremy Harris is looking into that protection order. We start with Lynn Ann Wynn live from the scene and the newest information for us this afternoon. Lynn Ann.
Well, Mary, 5 people total, including the suspect, are dead. Most of those victims were declared dead here on scene, but one of those victims was transported to the hospital where they later died. A violent scene unfolding in this neighborhood off 87th Avenue Court Northwest on the Key Peninsula. The Pierce County Sheriff's Office initially responding to a call that came in around 8:40 a.m. about a man violating a protection order.
Deputies were able to look in the system to see if it was a confirmed order or not. It was an order, but it just hadn't had that final step of being served yet. So the deputy's intent was to serve that order today. As
the deputy was on the way to the home to serve the order, multiple witnesses reported seeing a man stabbing people outside the home at about 9:30.
About 3 minutes later, Pierce County Sheriff's deputy arrived on scene and called out that shots had been fired. So we have the adult male suspect was shot by the deputy.
3 people plus the 32-year-old male suspect were declared dead on scene. A 4th stabbing victim was taken to the hospital but later died from their injuries. At this point, it's unclear why it was almost an hour from the initial call to the first deputy arriving on scene. As investigators with the Pierce County Force Investigation Team combed the scene, following up with witnesses and looking for video evidence. The bodies of some of those involved could still be seen lying in the street. So far, though, police haven't shared any information about the suspect's history or the relationship among everyone involved. And so far, the identities of the victims have not yet been released, but once they're confirmed by the medical examiner's office, as well as the victims' families notified, that information will come from that office. Mary?
Lynn Ann, have there been any prior incidents reported at that home?
That's something we asked police out here on scene. They told us that it's still very early in the investigation, and that's something they're looking into as far as any prior contacts that suspect might have had with law enforcement. We'll send it back to you.
Lynn Ann, thank you. We've learned there was a history of safety concerns at the home. Investigators say there was a petition for a protection order filed, but again, it hadn't been served. KOMO's Jeremy Harris is looking into that part of the story. He's live with more. Jeremy?
Yeah, we're live here at the Key Peninsula Detachment of the Pierce County Sheriff's Office, and this is where the handful of deputies work who cover this very vast area on the west side of the county. They got a call this morning reporting there was a violation of a protection order that was happening. That was at about 8:40. Now, here's what I've been able to learn a little bit about the timeline of how this all played out. We're told a deputy was looking up that protection order and found that it had not been served yet on the suspect. He got a copy of it to serve it to him and was headed out to the scene. As he was driving there, that's when dispatch says they were told there was a stabbing, and the deputy sped up, got to the scene, and then shot the suspect. Now, looking at court history, we found a protection order filed last year involving a 32-year-old man at that same house. And keep in mind, police say the suspect today is also 32. According to that order, family members were concerned by the man's behavior, which they told the court included him doing witchcraft, hurting a cat, which he apparently believed was an Egyptian god, and doing rituals inside of the home that were setting off the smoke detectors. An older woman inside that home said that he had abused her both physically and mentally. Court records show that order had been served on the man a year ago, but police say the order at question today had not yet been served, so we're not sure if there was a separate court order that was involved in this suspect today. Now, according to the court records that I reviewed from that home where the shooting happened today, there were 3 generations of folks who were living there. In those court proceedings from last year, they had to get a Russian interpreter to come help with it, because apparently some of the folks involved only spoke Russian. So still a lot of unanswered questions about this case, about the history of violence, about what led up to today's mass stabbing, and then also the shooting involving the sheriff's deputy here in Pierce County. But certainly those are going to play out because this investigation is involving a deputy firing their weapon. Of course, the agencies are limited in what information they can release. So certainly this may be a slow trickle of information as it comes out. Reporting live from Pierce County, Jeremy Harris, KOMO News.
An extremely tragic situation. Thank you, Jeremy. And stay with KOMO News as we stay on top of this developing story for you. We'll have the latest details on the air and online at KOMOnews.com, as well as the KOMO YouTube page.